Okay, so this is going to be my first video review. I'm doing a video review of the Pelican double rifle 1750 case. I picked this case up at Cabela's. I think it was on sale for about 149 bucks, regularly 229, and I'm going to use it on my upcoming Michigan hunt. You can see the latches are pretty sturdy. You can see right here they got these metal clips for the TSA locks, which I'll show you later, that I'm going to be using. It's also got a pressure release right here. It's for these heavy duty clips. This is a pretty sturdy case. As you can see, 4 pretty thick hinges, and there are 3 layers of foam. This right here is your first layer, about 2 inches thick. This is your area where your guns are going to sit in and all your equipment, about another 2 inches thick, and then you've got the bottom layer. And there is a O-ring gasket all the way around. Keeps this thing watertight and airtight too. So I wouldn't store your guns in here. You get a little moisture in there, it's not going to get out, and we know what that can do to your guns. So I'm going to try to do this as best I can. This is my first video review. I'm going to do it with the Pelican 1750. It's also got some nice wheels right on the end here. A couple of them transporting around the airport. And there's another handle right here on the top. Alright, the next step is going to be laying out on this piece of foam how I want my guns and anything else I want to put in here to be laid into that foam. I'm going to lay it all out, and then I'm going to trace it with a black magic marker, and then I'm going to cut it with a electric carving knife. Alright, so this is just a step 1 to show you what the case is. Okay, so what I did is step 2 is I've taken everything I'm going to be taking on my Michigan hunt. So I'm going pheasant hunting for a day at a friend's farm, and so I'm going to bring up my Browning Maxus in here, and then I'm going to be rifle hunting deer on opening day. So I got my Browning X-Bolt and a 30-06 caliber. And I've got my rangefinder tucked away in my Badlands case, my SOG Seal Pup, the bolt from the gun, and my Monarch binoculars with the chest strap. Now, basically, I'm going to take a black permanent magic marker, and I'm going to outline all this stuff, and then I'm going to cut that black outline with an electric knife that I bought at Bed Bath & Beyond for 20 bucks. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll take this rifle off right here, and what you can see is, see how I've outlined it in black. I'm going to cut just on the inside of this line around all of these items, and I'm going to save these pieces of foam that come out of here. And the reason for that is when I'm done, I'm actually going to flip this over so you won't see these black lines, and in doing so, this rifle will then sit like this in the case. And the reason I want it to sit like that is when I go through TSA inspection, the serial number's right there on the gun, and the bolt is open. You can clearly see it's not loaded. So that's why I want that sitting that way. So that's why I laid it out with all that information on the downside, facing down. So when I flip this foam over, it'll be facing up. So that's pretty much how I'm going to lay it out, and I'm going to get everything packed in here. You can see all my stuff is about an inch away from all the edges, which gives me good cushioning, good protection. The guns are clearly probably an inch, inch and a half away from each other, and then everything else can be tucked in here nice and tight. waterproof, and we'll be ready to go. So I'm going to go get the electric knife out and move out to the garage so I don't get any foam stuff all over my pool table top here. And then I'll show you what the cutout looks like. Okay, so I'm going to try to do this on a tripod. I got this set up. You can see my black outline. I've got the foam being held down, kind of wedged in between my gear bin and my bow case. I got the electric knife ready, and this thing, I just started a quick start area here, and it goes pretty good. I just kind of keep it kind of taut and just follow that, keep it nice straight up and down. Just follow that black line right on the inside. Careful not to cut through the edges. And that's pretty much how it's going to go. I'm going to cut all this out. With that electric knife, it cuts it like butter. And then I'll show you the end result. Alright, so what I've done is, as you can see, I've cut out my foam. These are all the inserts that I saved. Okay? In case my kids want to play some guns with a limpy barrel. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, you can see the black marks here, so that's where my lines were. So now I'm going to flip this over, tuck this in, and essentially this is how it's going to sit in here, and this is how my gear is going to end up looking in here when I get it all sorted out. Alright, so I'll go ahead and start putting this stuff in and see how it fits, and I might have to make some adjustments as I go. Okay, alright, so as you can see, I've got everything packed in here ready to go for my Michigan hut. You can see the cutouts that I've made. Again, I kept the foam, and I'm going to show you why in a second. I kept all these cutouts. That's the one for the binoculars. So I got my binoculars with my chest strap packed in here, nice and tight. I've got my bolt in here. I got my knife all tacked in, and my rangefinder in its case. And you can see I've got my Browning Maxus pretty well secured. Everything's deep down into this foam, nice and cut out. And then again, I got another layer of protection right here. I'm going to close this up, lock that down, and you can see you're ready to go. So that's about it. I mean, this whole thing took me maybe 20 minutes to do. I mean, I guess I could have been more of a fanatic on the cuts. You can see I'm not perfect, but that electric knife goes through this stuff like butter, just like butter. So the reason I'm going to keep these foam inserts is, let's say by chance I'm going on a different type of hunt where I'm going to be bringing, you know, maybe 2 rifles. Or you know, I'm going to be bringing different optics, or you know, a different knife or whatever. What I could do is I could take all this stuff out, and then I can take the bottom layer of foam, which looks just like this, and use this as my bottom layer, and reinsert these back in. Okay, and then this is my bottom layer of foam, and I use my bottom layer and make another set of cutouts. So I can have multi-purposes. That's why I saved the foam. So that's it in a nutshell. So far, I really like the case. It hasn't been on a plane yet, but you know, I think that's ready to go. And again, I got the TSA locks. They sell those at Cabela's as well, and they're a combination lock, and they have a master key on the bottom that allows the TSA to open the case if they need to. All right. Well, hopefully all this work leads to a nice big buck on the wall. We'll see. Thanks.